Pranams and welcome. Today's session Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Pratyor ma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, welcome everybody. The prayer says, lead me from darkness to light, lead me from all that is false to that which is truth, and lead me from from mortality to immortality. Mortality means being confined by this body and this reality, limitedness. So lead me from this limitedness to that infiniteness, to that expansion, to that omnipresence, to that realization that I am not this limited being, I am that eternal spirit. It's a beautiful prayer. If done with Shuddha Bhava, that is enough for your invocation. So it says Asatoma Sadgamaya. Asat, which is there, false, which is there, from that. Lead me to that which is right. So that is what we are talking about. What is the self-realization? What is this moksha? What is mukti? What is spirituality? What is God realization? What is this purification? What is this wholeness? What is completeness? What is all this? What is the meaning of all this? The meaning is simple. The wholeness, the infiniteness, the God. This is the only real which is there. I as supreme eternal bliss consciousness. Anything other than this, anything that appears in this consciousness and goes, it's like a film coming and going. It's like a dream coming and going. But I, the witness which is there, the one who's witnessing it at all times, that is the only one which is real. Why it is real? Because I exist at all time. I don't die. My ego dies. My ego dies in this body, and then it gets born into another ego, which is another body. So I keep moving. Who's this I moving through the ego? That is the divine spirit. That is me. That is the real me. So the whole thing of what we feel, this whole stuckness, we have got stuck up with something, things don't make sense in our life, and this this pain which is there, this gap which is there. There's a gap that we feel, some incompleteness that we feel, some restlessness that we feel, this peace that comes and goes and which is not stable. This whole thing is happening because we have got into a template called the ego. Ego is nothing but the feeling, a false sensation that I am this particular ego. I am this particular personality. I am this individuality. So the soul pretends while it gets into this bracket, and it's like it's very unconscious kind of an activity that's happening. So it literally forgets itself. That means we are all forgotten ourselves. We are all simply deluded gods, forgotten gods, gods with dementia. We are all gods with dementia. We are forgotten. So what are we doing here? All this struggle, whatever we are doing in the name of spirituality or religion or this and that, and so many protocols, so many things are there. What are we trying to do is to remember ourselves. What are all the paths trying to do, all the masters trying to do, all this chaos that you see outside, all this process that you see is it's got only one role. They're simply trying to remind you who you are. That's all. So sometimes the Maya is so strong, this falseness is so strong that it can catch the spiritual bodies, it can catch the religious bodies, it can catch the people who are only trying to get this there and bring in more kind of illusion in that spirituality also. In religion also, this illusion can come. That is where the challenge lies. The first challenge is easy. First challenge is to just have a awakening, wake up, and then start seeking. What is real? What is real? Why am I here? What is the purpose of this? You try to understand what this whole process, and that is why you run towards here and there. Religious organizations, ashrams, gurus, or any spiritual teachers, or any processes that interests you. Deep within, you just want to know and who can help you. That's good. That's the first step. Usually, after the first step, there comes a second step. People take the first step, the second they don't take. That is why they remain stuck. They go into spirituality, they go and catch up with ashrams, they go into yoga, they go into processes, they take diksha, they are with gurus. All those things are there, very good, fabulous. But the second leap invites them. The second leap doesn't come directly to anybody. These are all processes of Shaktipat, step by step. Too hard to take. What is the second leap? The second leap is to even forgo these illusions of spirituality. Remember, the whole thing is trying to shake you up from the illusion and make you stabilize in one truth that is yourself and nothing else. You are the only person existing here, if you technically see this. If you technically are a deep meditator, you'll understand you are the only one that exists, that nothing exists. Really, there's nothing. Not as philosophy. You must experience it. When you experience it, but maybe probably you have not contemplated on this. Whenever you are meditating, you see who else is there. When you withdraw from your senses, who else is there? Only you. Only I remains. Everything vanishes. One by one, everything vanishes. Leap one and leap two. Leap one, you leap into spirituality. When you leap into spirituality, you become moral. You start becoming divine. You start become holy. Second leap, you have to leave your holiness also. You have to leave the divinity also. You have to leave all these titles also. I am a yogi, I am this, I am a meditator, I belong to this cult, I belong to this lineage, everything. That is the second leap. Second leap, everybody fails. So in shifting into awareness, here is what we are taking maximum is the second leap. That is why it is very challenging here. Because we are so used to that pattern, the world is full of this first level leaps. So you jump from one illusion to another. That's another illusion. Spirituality is another illusion. Religion is another illusion. Because it gives you new ornaments. That's all. It takes away your old clothes and gives you new clothes. See this whole step? A yogi or a worldly person, a bhogi. A bhogi, worldly person becomes a yogi. When he becomes a yogi, he adorns a new cloth. A red cloth, orange cloth, green cloth, yellow cloth. He adorns new ornaments. He has new rosary beads. He has different yantras on his wrists, on forehead, around his waist, around his ankles. No part is left. All kind of glorifications happen. That's good. At least much better than adorning the worldly ornaments. You got a Rolex watch, you got a diamond ring, you got all those things. Better than that are these Rudraksha beads, and it simplifies. So that is the first level of purification. You are simplifying from all the gross objects to a holy object, a divine object. So this divine objects helps you stabilize into divinity, but mark my word, it gives you another new identity. No doubt it helps you, it cleans you, it purifies you, no doubt. It helps you stabilize. It helps you bring one leap above this world, Maya. Good. But I'm telling you, it creates another realm of identity. That is the identity of I am a yogi. I am a spiritual person. I am a meditator. I am a XYZ yogi. I am a sannyasi. I am a guru. I am a saint. All that it builds up another. There's one more rung that builds up. And slowly, and it's needed, you must settle in that new role. You must, because you cannot directly become nude. You must settle in that role, a new ornament. And you start feeling divine, much more holier, much more purer. Very good. But a time comes, if somebody wants to take a next leap, that is self realization. That is moksha mukti. For that, you have to become now aware. First, you became aware of the world. Hey, this is false. This is too materialistic. This is all painful. This drags you too much. This takes you away, rips you away from the soul, all the worldliness, all these pubs and parties and the drinks and alcohol and drugs and smoking and things like that. It takes you away from your soul. The whole consciousness of the planet moves towards that, and that is where all the mystics always said, beware when that happens in the collective. Beware when there is an imbalance between the soul consciousness and the material world. When the material world takes over and the spiritual world decreases in every being, they are heading for disaster. Because anything that is separated from their source, from their soul, is going to face a lot of suffering. So that is the first round. When the suffering is intense, when it doesn't make sense, when people want to get out of it. Suffering can be to any extent: physical suffering, mental suffering, emotional suffering, all levels of suffering. And that is how these sufferings manifest into all these emotional problems, mental psychiatric problems. All kind of psychiatric mental illnesses come from that only. These are all egoic problems. When the ego becomes too strong and it has a rigidity, it doesn't want to get into the soulfulness, it doesn't want to dissolve into godliness, it doesn't want to become pure and light and nothing. It simply doesn't want to stay in its own bliss. When the ego becomes very adamant, then that adamancy turns into emotional problems, mental issues. Further, if it is not so, it goes into physical issues. So all the illnesses, all the kind of problems that is rising in the collective consciousness, you can see all the unrest, deep unrest, despite technology being boasted so much. We have grown like anything in these decades. Technology has grown like anything. But if you see, we are poorer in spirit. We are good materialistically, but we are poor in spirit. That is why even the best of technology is not able to decline the physical ailments that are coming, mental ailments that are coming, and new things, pandemics coming. You can't handle it. Technology cannot handle it. These are signs and symptoms that we have lost the balance from our soul. Not only just collectively, individually, because collective is nothing but we all individuals put together. If there is a war in individuals, the war will manifest boomerang outside and it will externally also contain war. The wars that you see outside, these are not wars outside. When man is in unrest only, he will go and make a war outside. When man is not in peace only, he wants to always go and attack and poke and disturb others' peace. So all these wars you see outside is because a man is not in peace. A man cannot be silent. A man cannot be peaceful, blissful, happy, cheerful, just with oneself. It simply wants to go and bicker and spread around. If I am unrest, having unrest, if I am not at peace, it's my tendency. I go and spread restlessness in the world. I cannot sit quietly. And I'm telling you, this is what creates karma. What you give comes back to you. You give peace to other, peace come back to you. You give unrest to other, unrest come back to you. You give irritation to other, irritation comes back to you. Your body will be irritated all the time. Your mind will be irritated all the time. Karma. So the law of vibration is very simple. What you give, you receive. So the world, we as individual, what we are dumping ethically. This is all mindful. You don't have to be physical. You sit in your home and sit cursing. You sit complaining. You sit grumbling. You're sending all these negative vibes into this consciousness. And you are part of all the unrest. We become part of the wars. We cannot say in Syria there's a war going on. Oh, poor thing, something happened there. No, we are all contributing to it, somewhere or the other. And accordingly to what we deserve, karma phala, we get attracted to different geographic location, different relationship, different careers. We move from here to there. And then collectively, we get impacted by that collective karma. What pulls us here and there? Why was somebody born in Syria, not here or not there? Why somebody takes birth in difficult location? Why somebody takes birth in difficult families, corrupt organizations? Why? Karma. You have to go through that. So if you don't like your situations in your families, in your countries, in your societies, in your communities, evolve. Purify so that next life at least you don't get this kind of a nonsense. You can be born in better situations. You choose it according to your current actions. So anything that's happening in your present life, you don't like it, that is an indication. You are not meant to be there. You are not meant to suffer there. You are getting that suffering out of your own vibration. Check your vibration, clean your vibration, purify yourself. Spend a whole lifetime to this lifetime. Forsake this liberation and self realization. It doesn't matter because what you work on today, tomorrow will come back. Even if you lose your life in this, no problem. By the time you have done great purification work, next life will be very conducive. Take it in this manner. So nothing goes to waste. Never think what we are struggling, what we are doing, this is not happening. You don't get immediate results because of the past vibration that is attacking you, past karma that is the impact of that. So sometimes the new, what you are creating, takes a backseat for some time. It's all playing itself. That's why we say shift into awareness. And whatever sufferings you are going through, silently bear through it without making nonsense, without because of making noise, without grumbling and complaining. The more you complain, the more you complain, the more you are going to become dirty. If you accept this as your karma, you don't like a relationship, husband, wife, brother, sister, son, daughter, grandchildren. You don't like any of these. It's your karma. Bear through it. Silence. Go within. Spend time. Repent. Purify. Instead of fighting these things. You can't fight it. It's come to you because of your own karma. So you deal with it. So how are you going to deal with it? Go within. Purify. Stand by the light. Grow the light within. Grow the awareness very strong that whatever comes, come what may, you will not shake from within. Whatever happens. That's the video I put today. This is going to happen, dear ones. I'm guarantee telling you this will happen. I have seen it with the past 25 years of my life. You will only lose things, and you're going to lose things for liberation. You cannot carry everything and go. You cannot carry all the loads and go. When you leave, let's take one example. When you leave your body, what do you carry with you? Nothing is there with you. Not even one ring you can carry. Then what are we struggling to hold on to? What are we gathering here? So the path of spirituality, path of self-realization, path of mukti is to allow what is shedding. You don't give up things. You don't have to give up things. But what falls naturally, allow it to fall. That is a grace. How do we know what to catch and what to do? Nothing. Don't decide anything. Just be meditating. Just be strong. Just be in light. Just be in truth. Just be in peace. Just be in silence. Silently evolve. And what remains with you remains. What falls, what falls. That's it. That's God's decision. You are not making any choice. Mark my words. I am not telling allow anybody into your life, throw anybody out of your life. Who has to come in your life will come, who has to go will go. I've seen this in the past 25 years and I don't regret a single experience. I see today when I turn back, I say, good, for good it happened. Those days, maybe I must have cried, I must have wept, I must have cursed God, I must have cursed my fate, but eventually you will know and you will thank. Today, I thank for all that went away from my life. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come till this state of evolution. With all these people and places, what can you evolve? Because all these people and places and things that you're talking about are the ones who will weigh you down. They will, they are like a stone tied to you while you're trying to swim across the lake or in the well. They will drown you. All these weights of your passions, your moha, your attachment. What does your moha do? Tell me. Can anybody tell me? Ever has your moha supported you in your spiritual evolution? Any of the things that you are so clinging on to, look very clearly, look very deeply. Do these things ever support you in your spiritual evolution or they bring you down? Look closely, you'll come to know what is real, what is false. That is what is the meaning of asatoma satgamaya. Oh Lord, lead me from all that is this false, that takes me away from you. Lead me from this to truth. So when you pray this, this will happen in your life. So when it happens, don't shudder. Don't be in fear and don't be in doubt and don't then curse the same God you prayed to. Asatoma Sadgamaya. You're telling, lead me from falseness to the truth. And when the grace is coming and leading you to the truth, you curse that God. Why are you taking away this falseness from me, oh God? You are so ruthless. It is so painful. Come on, grow up. For that, what I'm saying, you need awareness, deep awareness. So this zone is for the third leap, the second leap I'm telling. This is for that people. First leap, okay, we sit here, goody, goody, goody. But this webinar, what I did is the second leap. You're moving towards that. Of course, you are not going to drop anything, everything is going to vanish away from it. That's not going to happen that way. But there will be many things where you'll see your test standing by. At that time, if you are not in awareness, you'll lose. Why people cannot take the second leap? Because they have no awareness. They must be having, but that awareness is not strong. You guys have been practicing awareness now. If it is your strength, then that's God's grace. Your awareness is God's grace. And I'm telling you, after you die, also leave the body, also, there will only one thing that will go with you, that's your awareness. Nothing else will go with you. So invest in awareness. Don't invest in anything else. It's all hoax. Strengthen that awareness. Spread awareness. So when you pray for these things, prayer only is being answered. In the first leap, when people take, when they become spiritual, they do so many practices which involves taking you to the second leap. But when the second leap is coming, nobody wants to take that leap because they're not aware. They're not conscious. Even spiritual, highly evolved spiritual people are stuck in this. Abhi bhi putra moha, pita moha. Stuck in this only. My son, my father. Father son story is still going on. Mother daughter story is still going on. That is the second leap has not happened. Very clear. However great you are, visible, quite tangible, sensible, it's palpable, it's experiential. I'm not talking about just news, it's experiential. You can sense it very clear. So, what are these happening for? To teach you. You become aware. You become aware that even the giants can fall in this. So, how cautious have you to be? How much depth do you have to be? That's why I'm telling it's an alone journey. Don't cling on to this and that organization. These are all are stuck somewhere or the other. They are only stuck. What? Who can liberate you? And they have not liberated. So the only thing that can liberate you is your own light, your inner guru. Stick to that. That's your awareness. Deepen it, connect to it. We did it in the webinar, right? Now I'm so happy to talk to this group because it is so crystal clear. The journey is clear. Otherwise, I'm talking in a group. I don't know somebody is new, somebody don't know about awareness and things like that. Now, when we are doing this, we know all the people, they are in a proper process. So I'm glad this idea even struck me. You can see the number of people also are there in this because this is seriousness. When somebody wants a life transformation and when they see a path that is opening up, no nonsense, then they are ready to commit. Otherwise, we are sitting and talking so many other unwanted nonsense things only. That is why what struck me. I said, no, we are here for a purpose. Let's get on to the purpose. We are here for the second leap. Those who are in the first leap, fine. You need not hurry for your second leap. But I am just educating you. I'm making you conscious about the second leap. If at all you find yourself not evolving, check again. It will be the second leap. Guaranteed. There is no point telling I'm not evolving. Evolution is not happening. No point. Check very clearly. It is you're unable, you're stuck in the second leap. So at least you become conscious and then you can rectify whenever you feel you're ready. If you feel you're not ready, okay, stay there. But whenever you feel you're ready, then work on it. And how to work on it? These darknesses which come, this fear, this doubt, these things come, illuminate it, transmute it, go through it, don't run away. Any negativity, any flaw of yourself coming, yourself only many things will come. Your negativities only will come, others will not come. Your negativities will come. You have to face your negativity. You have to keep transmuting every single day. That is what we are going to do in the next 21 days. The processes are there. I already told you. So these talks which are there, I thought of only doing 30. Then I said, no, no. How to tame us into that slowly. So satsangs will help, and then we do the 30-minute. Satsangs will have 30 minutes. This way, I believe if you go on a certain for a few days, the whole thing will be understood, and we can simply settle down and slowly start simple. Then you will start seeing the changes also. So yesterday's webinar, which we did 5 hours, the whole 5 hours has given you different kind of processes, all kind of processes to do major work. If you want, you can sit, and if you have the time, I have given it till Saturday. If you want, you can do it multiple times. Keep on doing it if you have the time to do that. Otherwise, this half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening is more than enough. What you do, depending on your capacity. But yesterday's process, what all you do, all those 5 6 processes we did, that will purge you like anything. The more you do, the better for you. But you should do it from your heart. It should come from within, not because somebody is telling you. It will not happen. You have to have that urge and be okay with being uncomfortable. Tell yourself, I'm okay to be down. Tell you okay yourself, I'm okay to have little more doubts and fears and jitteriness, or some things I'm not going to be very comfortable. Tell yourself it's okay. I'm through a process. Suffering is not bad. Don't run always for happiness. Don't run always to smile. It's okay to frown. Be aware of your frown and live that frown. Be aware of the triggers. Many things will keep coming as you're doing these processes. Be available to see that. Then unavailable. When you're not available, you'll run. Little discomfort, you want to suddenly go and change your mood. A little pain coming, a little crying come from within, you want to on the TV. You want to escape it to your mobile. You want to play the music. You want to take a walk. No. Whenever this happens, you sit there and you marry it. I mean it. You commune with it. You be with it. You attend to it. It is coming for your attention, please. Attend to it. All these things are your stuff only. Incompletions. They are coming for completion. They're coming for attendance. They're seeking your attention. So attend to it. Don't run. Don't suppress. It will be uncomfortable. But I'm telling you, do you want to be uncomfortable for a whole life, or is it okay if you are uncomfortable for some time? It makes sense. If you're uncomfortable for some time, work through the process and become clean. Release it all. Or sit the whole life facing it, dodging it, putting it down under the carpet. It will keep coming. You put under the, and then say there is no evolution. So the third leap, what we are talking is this leap. And the third leap is little deadly. You will get more deeper teachings. Now you're not going to get all those orthodox teachings. Spread the give unconditional love to everybody. Smile always. Never frown. This is all bullshit. It doesn't work after some time. All these goody talks. Be spiritual, be kind. When you keep on being kind, being positive, being smiling, you become a hoax person. Khokla. All the mask will come, and you will remain like a very spiritual, nice, evolved person. I'm the greatest Shiva Bhakta. I'm the greatest Shakti Shakta. I'm the greatest devotee. I'm the greatest disciple. अंदर पूरा खोखला, full of volcanoes, unrest. So that is why people can't give up that mask, because that mask is their identity. अरे कुछ तो जिंदा रहने दो, they will say. नंगा पुंगा अंदर पूरा खटारा पूरा. Now I have polished it, all my exterior. Do you want to snatch this? Because they know if this mask falls, they have to face the crude things inside. So they are pretty happy keeping all these good talks. Only mantra जाप करते बैठो, भजन करते बैठो. भजन से क्या होने वाला है? भजन से भाग रहे हो तुम. भजन करके भाग रहे हो. Something coming inside, you want to go and do a satsang. Something is not good in my life. My mood is out. So I'll go and sing a bhajan. You're escaping. Bhajan is for leap one. Are you getting it? Bhajan is not bad. That is leap one processes. But now you have to go beyond the bhajan. You have to go beyond yantra, beyond mantra, beyond tantra. Because these are your blockages now. These are your bondages now. You'll not understand it. It's very difficult to understand. That is why Shiva is coming and telling Devala, give up all those concepts he's telling. Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. They are all concepts. Meaningless. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Ardhanareshwara. Isn't he telling? Why is he telling? To whom is he telling? The two, second level. The one is ready to take the second leap. First leap, those who have taken. There's another leap to reach Shiva. Shakti is telling, I have come here, jumped and come till here. One more leap towards you. What do I do to take that leap? That is Brahma Gyan. Brahma Gyan is the wisdom of the self. And Shiva says, I'll give you the Brahma Vidya, the science of jumping. So that science is what we are talking here. That science is first dealing with this and knowing this second avarana that you have built up. It's another hoaxness that also has to be let gone. That is why Nityananda is telling in Chidakasha Gita, those who have reached the second standard do not need the books of first standard. He's talking about that leap, one more leap which is there. And in Devi Kalotra, he's very clearly telling. Clearly, Shiva is telling. Give up your meditation, give up your chakra dhyan, give up on the all the deities sitting on the chakras, including Vinayaka sitting in the Muladhara. इससे ज्यादा precise हो सकता है क्या कोई? Anything more precise than this? Not even hints. He's directly blurting it out. To whom? The ones who are going to take the second leap to reach him, Shiva. That is self-realization. Self is Shiva. So those who want Shiva cannot sit with all these things. Bhajans will not take you into Shiva. It will take you closer to Shiva, but it will not make you Shiva. If you have to merge and if you have to realize that self-realization, then even all those things have to go. So that leap which is there, that is little scary. I admit it is scary. It is not easy. It might sound very good too, but when it comes, where it is going to come? Within you only it will come. One by one, these experiences, this thing. But that time, if you understand what I'm saying right now, this will be a source of inspiration to you. This will be a source of inspiration saying that it is okay. It is okay to feel this fear. It is okay to feel this uncomfortableness. It is okay to feel this uneasiness. It is okay. I'm processing. I'm evolving. I'm releasing. I'm working on myself. This is how you comfort yourself. Not escape. Not even sit to fight it. Again, getting arrogant and telling there's anger coming, I'll fight with an anger. Anger fighting anger. Oh, ego, lot of ego. I am going to kill this ego. So another ego has come to kill that ego. It will never happen. Or lust is coming in me. I am going to fight this lust. Try. It will consume you. It will magnify. A jealousy is there. I am going to fight my jealousy. Sadness is there. I am going to fight this and become smiling. Right? Whatever you try to fight will grow. Have you seen that? Anything you try to fight will grow. So we are not talking about fight. We are not talking about running away. We are just talking the language of Buddha. I see you, Mara. You all know it, what it is. I see you. You just see it. And what all these lectures are about? To sit there and see. Don't run. Open your eyes. When those things come, face it. Be there. Attend to it. That is seeing. That is awareness. Being aware of it. Aware means what? You don't do anything. You neither run, you neither fight. You are simply aware. In awareness, the power of whatever you are facing slowly starts dismantling. You have to see that happening. repeatedly. If certain fear, certain things are coming, stay with it. Stay with it. Even if it is uncomfortable, simply watch it, process it, and you'll get many ideas of what it is trying to teach you, what that fear is trying to, because everything is bringing you a message. Nobody is coming to hurt you. Every karma, the good or bad, is coming with a lesson, it's coming with a message. Nothing is coming to hurt or damage. We have made up all these stories. It is coming chasing us and it is doing this and that. Even the fear, even the uneasiness, even every anxious thought, every stressful thoughts, every pain, everything has a certain symbol, but we don't catch it because we have not sat and attended to it. Every thing is giving a message. We are not attending to it and listening to it because we are not there. We run or we fight. So, this process, if you simply keep on settling what we are doing, little by little, you will get used to it, you will get understood. Then you will get very familiar with this zone. Even this part, the darkness part of you, will become your friend, not your enemy. They are not your enemies. Do not treat anything negative in you as enemies. Because if you treat it as an enemy, you'll want to fight it or you'll want to run. That's what happens, right? Fight or flight. If you treat it as an enemy, if the enemy is little weak, you'll try to fight. If the enemy is little strong, you'll let flight. These two will happen. So don't treat it as an enemy. Take it as a part of you. It's you only. It is you only. The part of the false you that's dying. And it's dying. Allow it to die. Be there for its funeral. Send it with a nice goodbye. Cremate it with happiness. See your own cremation. You're dying. You are dying. Who you? You means the ego. Ego is dying a slow death. Be there. Because this ego has given you a lot of experiences. This ego only brought us and gave all this. Okay. Now the time is up. It's slowly falling. It's reducing. Let it go. So the false happiness we have experienced, not the real happiness. So for that, the false has to fall. And that is why people don't understand the higher teachings, like Jesus coming and telling. Jesus clearly said, I have not come on earth to give you peace, to make peace with you. I have not come here to bring peace. I have put the world on fire and I am waiting. I am blazing it, he said. मतलब आग लगाया हूं दुनिया में, अब उसको हवा दे रहा हूं. I am waiting for it to fully burn. This is Jesus' word. He talked to Saint Matthew. But people can't understand Jesus. And this is the same language what I'm telling right now. Jesus said, I have not come here to create peace among families. I have come here to put a war against the father and between the father and the son, between the mother and the daughter. I have come here to put a war. Not to make you sit here and be goody goody with each other and then say, this is life. This is not life. There is an eternal life that Jesus talks about beyond all these things. What is that? Moha, your attachment to each other. Jesus said, I have come here to put a fire between that attachment. Now, people don't understand him. That is why they crucified him. Today we sit and cry that he has crucified. Do we go for Good Friday and we go and praise the Lord? Oh, Jesus died for us. Ari, he died for your stupidness. For what did he die? We only crucified him because we disagreed with this. How dare you put a fire between the families, he says. What is your family? Your moha, your attachments. No, no, in spirituality, we have been taught we will go with our family. Okay. Are you going to take them where? After you die? Or after they die, are they going to take you anywhere? No, that we don't know. But till we are alive, then still you have not taken the second leap. Be happy and comfortable in the first leap. But then don't complain. Moksha nahi mila, mukti nahi mila. सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन नहीं मिला, शिव नहीं मिला। शिवा शिवा लाख पुकारे, शिवा हाथ ना आए। मौला मौला लाख पुकारे, मौला हाथ ना आए। शब्दों से हम खेल रहे हैं, माना हाथ ना आए। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट? इट्स अ सूफी सॉन्ग। मौला मौला लाख पुकारे, मौला हाथ ना आए। मौला मौला लाख पुकारे, मौला हाथ न आए। शिवा शिवा लाख पुकारे, शिवा हाथ न आए। गुरु गुरु लाख पुकारे, गुरु हाथ न आए। शब्दों से तुम खेल रहे हो, अरे शब्दों से तुम खेल रहे हो, माना हाथ न आए। माना मीन्स मीनिंग। केवल शब्दों से खेल रहे हैं। गुरु 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 गुरु, गॉड गॉड गॉड, शिवा शिवा शिवा, अल्लाह अल्लाह अल्लाह। किसको मिला है? किसी को नहीं मिला। द सूफी सॉन्ग इज टेलिंग। सब पुकारे, लाख पुकारे, किसी को हाथ ना आए। शिवा का भी हाथ नहीं आया किसी का। क्यों? शब्दों से खेल रहे हैं, सिंपली प्लेइंग विथ वर्ड्स। व्हाट आर वी अंडरस्टैंडिंग हियर? शिवा इज नॉट अ वर्ड, guru is not a word, god is not a word. Then what is he is beyond. Bible says there was nothing, and then there was light, and then there was the word of God. Which came first? Tell me. Which came first? Bible says, Vedas says, even Islam says, first there was nothing, then there was light, Prakash, Swayam Prakashit Shiva. And then there was the word of God, Omkar, mantra. Which came first? Mantra came first, light came first, or nothingness? Nothingness is the original source. From nothingness, everything came. Word of God, mantra. So Shiva came where? Mantra came when? Later. Who's the origin? Source. So what we are talking self is the source. What we are saying God realization, self realization is the source. And what are we stuck in? That is why we don't get the source, is telling. Sufism and this mysticism, even Christianity, Islam, they have all got that second level ones. Sufism is that second level one. If Islam is the first leap, Sufism is the second one, second leap. If Dvaita philosophy is your first leap, Advaita philosophy is the second leap. If Guru is your first leap, Avadhut is the second leap because the Avadhut is naked. What did I say? First, a yogi is there, worldly dress. From there, first leap, spiritual dress. From there, all dresses go because it's an avarana. That is why Avadhut is represented as Digambar Avadhut, naked, nude. One piece of cloth under this also, he is aware of the world. That means he is conscious of the world. That is the whole meaning. कौन ढकता है अपने आप को? The one who is aware of something is there other than me. There is where the shame comes. Shame is ego. That is the story of Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve were naked. Naked means what? Blissful, oneness, non-dual. There is no other. When there is no other, in deep meditation, you are naked. There's nothing is there. Only when something else comes, we become conscious. There is me, there is that. Then there is a barrier. Then there is a hide and seek. Then there is a defense system. Then there is a shame. Then there is a fight. Then there is competition. So I think you have understood what is Avadhuta. Avadhuta is that state. And what we are telling is all Avadhut Tattva here. Ramana is Avadhut Tattva. Bare naked, even everything. The last avarana goes. Last avarana is the Sukshma ego, spiritual ego. First ego is there, then spiritual ego will be there, then spiritual ego also has to go. Then nothing remains. That is the whole purpose. Do you have any questions from yesterday's webinar? If anybody wants any clarity, Those who have not done the webinar, please do it. Don't play hide and seek. And if you are telling your world is your priority, then these programs are not for you. Your world will always be your priority. Your problems will always be your priority. Your this and that will always be your priority. एक बार ठान लो. Make it a firm resolve and get seriously doing it. Though if you're doing it half-heartedly, this will not going to work. 21 days or 21 years also is not going to work. I'm making it crystal clear. If you are focused, if you're dedicated, if you are there in the webinar, if you have understood it fully, and you're doing the processes in the webinar, and then you're spending whole day in that realization, you're understanding what we are talking here, and that morning 30 days, evening 30 days, and 30 minutes. 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening before you sleep. That will clear. That is where the transformation will happen. One by one, things will go. It is not a technique. Oh, 21 days, if I just attend the session, nothing is going to happen. You have to be completely immersed in what is being told here. So I am trying different devices to get this deeply into people. I've tried this before also. 21 days. I left people on their own. And in that, in the first day, there are 10 or 20 people. Second day, I see the attendance because I see who's logging in into those recordings. And then reduce. In the final days, there are 3 or 4 left. We have completed 21-day course. Nothing will happen. Escapism, cunningness, sarcasm. This is your own hide and seek that you're devising. You're running away from your own. And what did I tell you? Authentic means being 100% spiritual, sincere, and honest. You never try to fool yourself. So when people fool me, I laugh at their foolishness because they are fooling themselves. How? What am I to get or lose in it? So please understand the intensity which you are getting into. You must have all these things very deep in you. Then it's going to happen. If you are in a no compromise mode, and I'm telling you, in all these years, I have always been in a no compromise mode. That is what I'm telling. There's so many things I've lost. Even till yesterday, something or the other. You can't say even till now, some moment back. There's something I will lose always. Losing will be there. It's a part of it. Because as you keep losing the falls, what starts remaining there? When you start seeing what is remaining, there is where you'll see the bliss. There is where you'll see the peace. There is where is freedom. You'll say, why didn't I get this before? Because all these things were crowded in your life. So grace makes all these things move from your life. First sleep, even I took. New avaranas I took. I remained for many years in New Avarana as a holy and in that singing and dancing and chanting and things like that. Okay, good. But then I'm saying, till when I'm going to sing and dance? When the moment from inside this urge came, this is meaningless after a certain point. I still don't get that. The moment that urge came, that's your desire, Ichcha Shakti. Kriya Shakti will start working towards getting you that Jnana Shakti. Simple. And this is that Jnana Shakti. This is that Jnana. This is that wisdom that comes to everybody who's seeking the second leap, consciously or unconsciously. Somehow it will come. Grace will come. And when I stuck by that and things started falling, in the start I was scared. Everything is falling apart. Everything is literally falling apart. Everything literally. Even my spirituality is, that's my last clinging. Imagine I'm clinging to a philosophy, to a teacher, to a path, to an organization, and to the crowd that is so big and vast, and then you are so comfortable in that. And now everything is crumbling. Imagine that's your safety system built up. The ego has built up that safety system, and everything is crumbling. And I thought something wrong is happening in my life. Maybe some bad karma. It's called crumbling. But then after the crumbling, when I saw the peace coming in, the light coming in, the freedom coming in, the divinity, the real, what you call samadhi experiences, I said, oh my God. Then I understood, okay, this was the blockage. So to redeem, you have to leave these things also. And since I've never looked back, I don't want to look back. Why should I want to look back again, bring that those crumbles? Beat anybody. Family, friends, relationship, office, colleagues, so many jobs, so many careers simply will fall away. And it will not make sense to you what's happening. If you try to make sense, then it will be difficult because the surrender is not there. Because when you're doing these practices, remember this one thing. Remember this. If you're deeply doing your practices, if you know you're deeply connected to God, if you're connected to light, you are having Shuddha Bhavana, if you're having pure intention, and still there is a crumbling happening to you, that crumbling is for good. Never doubt it. You can doubt if your practice is not good. If your bhavana is not Shuddha, then it might be a confusing thing whether it's really falling off or something else is happening. Then, yes, you can be concerned. But if your bhavana, if your pure intention is very pure, if your intensity is very pure, if your practices are that, if you are yearning for God, for the truth, for the light, and from within you're saying, no compromise, I want you, that's it, nothing else other than you. If this is happening and you're doing all the practices very sincerely and you see a lot of crumbling, mark my words, that is the crumbling that is happening due to the grace of God that has been removed. You just have to stay calm in that. It might be very scary because it's always scary for the ego. Egos all build up all kind of security systems. So that is the intensity of your prayer. I see so many people foolishness. On one side, they are singing, "Give me this, give me that, give me freedom. I am stuck in this world. Take me out of this." And they see things crumbling. Then they say, "Go and catch that." They leave all their prayers, they leave all their sadhanas, they leave everything. Then they are going and saving there. What is crumbling? They want to go and catch that. They want to protect that. And thus the pain they suffer. They are confused. They're saying, "I'm doing all the spiritual practices and I don't know, all problems coming." Problem is you who are not seeing, who are seeing these things as a problem. What is collapsing? So please understand, as you purify from within, anything that is inauthentic will first come up within you only. Transmute it. Then what comes outside, that also transmute it. For that, we did this process. What is the process? The first step, body scan. The shift that you do, the body scan. So that simply takes you into a internal. And I told you, there are ways to do it. For people who are very new, they will have to scan their whole body from top to bottom. From their brain,